Hi, in this video I want to teach you how to make this hat. It's a Santa's hat. It's a very easy hat to make. It's done a crochet. I have a petition from a person subscribed in my channel on how to make a Santa's hat, and here I made this hat. It's very easy to make and the result is fantastic. I hope you give it a try, and here is the hat. To make this Santa hat, the yarn that I'm going to use is 3-ply, and this one red, and 4-ply white, but they are, this one, the white, I bought it in one of those bags that don't have any brand, that's just a factory outlet, and I don't know the brand. The red one I used before is a red heart, soft and comfort, is a thinner and soft yarn. It's really nice for this type of hat because they will be, the top of the hat it go drop down, and then it's not stiff and hard. Okay, the crochet hook I'm gonna use is 3.5 millimeters or E, and scissors, and you need to make a pom-pom for the end of the hat. If you don't know how to make a pom-pom, you can go on my videos, and I have a video that I teach how to make pom-pom with a pom-pom maker or with cardboard. Okay, let's start our hat. To start our hat, you're gonna start with a slip knot, and you're gonna chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You're gonna close the first stitch with the last one with a slip stitch, like that. And you're gonna have your circle that you're gonna chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and you're gonna make 12 double crochet inside that circle. The good thing about this hat that you can stop anytime you want and make it the size that you like, for a baby to an adult. You just have to continue crocheting to the size you like and trying the person that you are making it for. Okay, when I finish with my 12 double crochet, I'm gonna close this one with a slip stitch, and at the same time I'm losing my tail. Here I finish my first row with my 12 double crochet, and in this one I count the chain 3 as 1 double crochet. And the next row that I'm gonna do, I don't gonna count that chain 3 as a double crochet, and I'm gonna make 12 double crochet again. Because remember, we need to do it with a point in the end of the hat and start going wide. So we're gonna repeat this again. But in this one, we don't gonna count those chain 3. You're gonna do 1 double crochet in each of the top double crochet, and here where we did the slip stitch, we're gonna do our 12 double crochet. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and in here the slip stitch you're gonna do number 12. Now you're gonna close this stitch or this row with a slip stitch, like this is row number 2. Now you're gonna chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and now you're gonna do 1 double crochet in the same chain space that you did the chain 3, and now you're gonna do 2 together, 1 and 2. Now you're gonna do 1 double crochet in the next chain space and 2 together in the next chain space. Like that you're gonna do row number 3. Okay, 1 separate and 2 together. You're gonna end row number 3 with a slip stitch, and I don't count anymore my how many stitches I'm doing. I just start doing my increases all the way until I have the size of the hat. So I'm gonna continue with this row, 1 and 2 together. So I'll meet you here at the end. Here in row number 4, you're gonna chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and now you're gonna do 5 double crochet and 2 together. 5 separate double crochet. 1, in the same space that you did, you slip stitch 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, and 5 and 2 together. That will be exactly on top of those 2 together in the row below. You see, 2 together here and 2 together here. Now you're going to continue 5 double crochet and 2 together. And we do it this way, that way you don't start having the tip of the hat too wide too soon. Okay? Here in row number 5, we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and we're going to do 6 double crochet separate and 2 together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 double crochet and 2 together. And this is row number 5. I'll meet you here when I finish this row with my slip stitch, and the slip stitch I'm doing them right on top of the first double crochet right here. If you do that, your slip stitch on top of the double crochet and not on top of the chain, you don't gonna have a seam in your hat. Here I finished row number 5, and now row number 6. You're gonna do 7 double crochet separate and 2 together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 2 together. And like that is row number 6. 7 double crochet separate and 2 together. Like that, and you're gonna start seeing the tip of the hat, how it starts to look. Here I finished row number 6, and in row number 7 you're gonna chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. You're gonna do 8 double crochet separate and 2 together. And like that, you're gonna continue working on your hat until you have the size of the crown of the head of the person that you gonna make the hat for. If you want for a baby, you just measure the baby and continue straight without any increase until you get to the size around the ear, and then we will do the white yarn. But I'm gonna do this off camera. I will let you know how many rows I'm gonna give to mine, and with increase, and then from there I will do the one without increase. I hope you understand my explanation. You just have to continue like this. Next row will be 9 separate double crochet and 2 together. The next row 10 separate and 2 together. 11 separate and 2 together, until you have the size of the crown of the head. Let me get my model. If it's for adult, you will bring it into the crown here at the head with your increases, and then from there you will crochet straight without increases. If it's for a present, if it's an adult, you can measure in your own head, and when it fits your crown, you continue straight. And if for a baby, you measure on the baby. The same thing as I show you with that foam head. For a baby, you will do the same thing. You measure into the crown of the head with increases, and then when you fit there, you will do it straight until you cover around the ear here, and then from there we'll do the white part. Well, I will let you know how many rows I'm going to give to mine with increases, and then I will continue on camera doing the straight part. Here I wanted to show you, so far I done 15 row and I have 16 double crochet and 2 together in the 15th row. If you want this for a baby from 0 to 3 months, you'll stop increasing there and you continue with a few rows of just 1 double crochet on top of each double crochet, and you will try in the baby until you get, around the ears part, and then from there you will do some with the white. If you want it for a little older baby, you continue a few more rows of increase, and then you continue with straight crochet without increase again until it fits around the ear, and then you will do the brim on white. This one I'm making it for an adult, so I'm gonna continue doing mine off camera until it fits the crown of my head, and then I will let you know how many rows I'm gonna give it for an adult. And if you see, as you go, you can fit this hat to any size head, because you're going to increase until you get the proper size, and then from there you go straight crochet, a few more rows, and then the brim. Sorry, I'm repeating myself, but I like to explain things a little with a lot of detail. That way anybody can do this work. So I'm gonna continue off camera doing mine, and I'll let you know how many rows I'm gonna do for an adult. Here I finished with the increases. I did 22 rows with increases, and we have 23 double crochet in between the 2 increases. I count how many stitches I have in total, and I have 75 double crochet without counting the 3 chains. Now this is for a men's size hat. If you want it for a woman, you can do one last row, do 21 row with 22 double crochet in between the increases for a total of 72 double crochet without counting the chain. Now I'm gonna crochet these 75 stitches straight, and I will let you know how many more rows, and then from there until you get around the ear, we'll do the white part of the hat. So we're almost there. It's very easy hat to make. Any beginner can make this hat. Okay, and look, this is where we have the seam that you hardly see it in the back there. Okay, so let's continue. Well, I finished here with the red, and it looked really nice, the part of the red. I marked here where I did my last increase, and from there I did 8 more rows of straight double crochet for a total of 30 rows of the hat of the red, like that. I have 30 rows from the beginning to here. Now I'm gonna change to the white yarn, and I'm gonna do a band here for the hat in white, and I will do a pom-pom, and I will be ready for a Christmas present. So you're gonna finish with a piece like this, and then you're gonna get your white and start doing the white part. Here to finish, here I'm gonna do a slip stitch. I did that slip stitch here, and I'm gonna do another one. To secure my yarn, I'm gonna cut it, and I pull it through, and now I'm gonna start with the white. Now we're gonna start working with the white yarn. We finish here, and the stitch that I'm gonna do here gonna be a popcorn stitch, and in between gonna have 2 double crochet. You're gonna go and top here where you do your slip stitch. After you did your chain 3, on top of the chain 3 here, you did a slip stitch, and in that space you're gonna pass your yarn that you have a slip stitch. You're gonna pass your yarn through like this, and now I'm gonna chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and I'm gonna count that one as the first double crochet. Now I'm gonna do another double crochet in the next chain space, like that. And now in the next chain space we're gonna do 4 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, and 4 double crochet in that same chain space, like this. Now you're gonna turn your work the inside facing you like this, and you're gonna go on top of that first double crochet and you're gonna pass it through and do a slip stitch like that, and just like that you finish your first popcorn stitch. Now you're gonna do 2 double crochet in the next 2 chain space, 1 and 2, and now you're gonna do another popcorn stitch in the next chain space. You're gonna do 4 double crochet in the same chain space, 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you like, you can do them with 3, with 4, with 5. It's up to you. I'm doing mine with 4. Okay, and now I'm going to turn my work around, and it's facing me like this. I'm going to go on top of the first double crochet, pass my yarn through, and pass it through to make a slip stitch. And like that, I have my next popcorn stitch, just like that. I hope you guys can see well what I'm doing. Now I'm going to do 2 double crochet in the next 2 chain space, 1 and 2, and I'm going to do another popcorn stitch, 1, 2, 3, and 4 double crochet in the same chain space. Turn my work around like this, facing me. I do a slip stitch, and like that you have the next popcorn stitch. Look how nice it starts to look now. Now we're going to do 2 double crochet in the next 2 chain space, 1 and 2. You're going to finish here this row with a popcorn stitch in the last stitch here, okay? Not here where you have the slip stitch at the chain and the one before. Here you're going to have your last popcorn stitch, and then you're going to do a slip stitch at the top of the chain, and then we start the next row. Okay, let me show you one more time. 4 double crochet in the same chain space, 1, 2, 3, and 4, just like that. If you're making this for a small baby's hat, you can do exactly the same. And now I'm gonna turn my work around, and it's facing me. I do a slip stitch, passing through the first double crochet, not the 2 that we did here, but the first one that we did in the same chain space, and pass it through that one, and we have our popcorn stitch, just like that. Okay, I'm gonna continue off camera doing this row, and I will meet you here to start the next row. Here I finished my first row. You're gonna count 1, 2, and in the third chain you're gonna do a slip stitch right on top of that, in the middle of that third chain, like that. You're gonna chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and you're gonna do a double crochet on top of this double crochet, like that. Now you're gonna go, and if you face your popcorn stitch in front of you, you go where you did the slip stitch, you pass it in between there, and in that space is where you're gonna do your 4 double crochet to make the popcorn stitch. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You turn your work around with the inside facing you, and you go to the first double crochet of the 4 that you did together and do a slip stitch, and like that you finish your first popcorn stitch in the second row. Now you go to the next double crochet here, right beside here, and on top of that you do your first double crochet, like that. Now you do another double crochet, and now you're going to do again your first double crochet inside the popcorn stitch to make the next popcorn popcorn stitch. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Well, if you guys have any question, you can leave me a message. But from December 14th to the 22nd, I'm gonna be on a trip. I'm gonna see my family before Christmas, and if you have any question and I don't answer before I go, you have to wait until I come back for my answer, or anything that you want for any video. Okay, you're gonna continue like that. Look how nice that is looking already. Okay, you do your next. You have to look because this one is right, almost hiding behind that one. The first double crochet, you do your first double crochet there, and the second, and now again you're gonna do your popcorn stitch inside the popcorn stitch like that. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You turn your work around like this, and you do your slip stitch like that, and there we have. Look how nice that start to look for the front of the hat. I'm gonna do from 4 to 5 row to mine. I will let you know how many I'm gonna give to mine. You can give to yours how many as you like. It's up to you, but I will let you know how many I'm gonna give to mine. So you continue doing your 1 and 2 double crochet in between every popcorn stitch. I hope you guys can see well what I'm doing. Here, you see, if you put it like that facing you, in here where you did the slip stitch, you're gonna do your 4th double crochet. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and the slip stitch from the first double crochet like that, and like that you're gonna continue all the way around. Here I'm gonna finish this row with a slip stitch, and this is row number 4, and I only gonna give 4 row of the stitch to the hat. And look how nice that design look in the front of the hat. I did a slip stitch, and I'm gonna chain 1, and I cut my yarn, and I'm gonna lose that tail, and now I'm gonna make a pom-pom, and I'm gonna show you how easy the pom-pom I'm gonna make. To make the pom-pom, I have this cardboard and I did a rectangle, and I open the hole inside, and now I'm gonna get my yarn and I'm gonna wrap it around like this. A lot of yarn like this. You're gonna wrap it around till you have a big bulk here. You're gonna cut your yarn and then cut a piece, put it through, tie a knot, a double knot, and cut your yarn here, and you'll have a nice fluffy pom-pom, nice and big. And like that is the pom-pom I'm gonna make, and I will show you. Like this, I'm gonna have my yarn wrapped around the piece of cardboard, and I cut the piece of yarn, and I'm gonna put one tail through here and the other one through the other side, and I'm gonna put it right in the middle, and I'm gonna do a double knot in this side as tight as I can, and I'm gonna cut my yarn here, and I'm gonna remove it from the cardboard, and then I'm gonna cut the tips of the yarn to make the pom-pom nice and round. If you don't know how to do pom-pom, go to a video that I already have in my channel and how to make pom-pom, and you'll learn there with more details. This is just, to show you, just in case you wanted to do it this way. Here I wanted to show you the pom-pom is gorgeous. I love this pom-pom. I love the size. I put a lot of yarn, and that's why it's nice and big and very fluffy, and it's very big. Look how big it is. It's almost fit like that. So it's a very big pom-pom, and it's nice and fluffy. And that's the good thing about making the pom-pom with a cardboard. This is a harder cardboard from the box, no a cereal box, but a different, harder cardboard, and I can use this for more pom-poms, doing it this way. So now I'm going to attach my pom-pom to the end of the hat, and I will show you the end result. Here I want to show you the end result. I love the way they have turned out. It's beautiful. Look at the pom-pom there, and it's a little difficult for me to show you the whole thing, but I'm trying to do my best to show you. It looked big, but when we put the hat on and the head go around there, you see, only you're gonna have this piece hanging in the back, and it's amazing. This make a gorgeous Christmas present for the entire family. Christmas morning, they can be wearing, everybody, all the hats the same. Well, I hope you like it. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed, and have a great day. Bye.